Hey, welcome back to another live stream for maybe about an hour because I don't have a lot. Hey, welcome. Yeah, I'm just getting the live stream links to work here. So you might be wondering, like, hair pain. What the hell is that? Well, long story short, it is a whatchamacallit. It is a pun or an actual thing that happened on TLC. Do not prim. Oh, the A7M1. Oh yeah, okay. If you don't want me to use that, that's fine. I can temporarily not use it. I love it though, but that's okay. I'll use it on premium. The hairpin thing came from Kate and Gosselin plus 8 when one of the kids inadvertently mispronounced airplane has hairpin. So that's where the whole hairpin came from, and I just ran with that as a joke. It is an obscure joke. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I felt bad. The poor kid like was so excited to go on an airplane ride and called it hairpin instead of airplane. I still don't know how I actually memorized that for this day. All right, so now that I got the advertising out of the way, all right. Do you have any played requests, Space? Outside of obviously, of course, not flying A7M1. I get that. I can fly non premium too, just as fine. Yeah, bro, where does it hurt? I'll have I'll have hair pain. J2N2. Oh, heard it was great. J2N2. Yeah, let me see. Yeah, let me look for that one because, like I said, there's a lot of Japanese planes that have a lot of J's. Oh, M2. Oh, well, no, that's not the problem too. But I have the later version of this plane because they added that in the tech tree, and I forgot to research it. I can research it though. I'll actually put that on the order queue. I was currently researching the Kai 200, but yeah, I can research it. I have the later version of that. I'm sorry. I can't really fly that. I mean, eventually I could. Yeah, this plane actually was existed before, like in the old days. In the old days, this actually didn't exist. This version, I think the version that used to exist before I had my hiatus was the J2M3. Okay, I'll do the J2M3. That's like the earliest version that I have. Can definitely do that. Now the J2M3 is not like most other Japanese planes. It does have some of its, things, but it has some other issues. It does not actually turn as well as the Zero. Shocking. But it's also because of the wing design. This is actually made to intercept bombers at relatively higher altitudes. It's actually almost a boom and zoom plane. It turns a little better than the Fokker Wolf, but not by a lot. So I'll get started with it. It also has two different cannons. It has the better M2 20 millimeters and the OK 20 millimeters Type 1 or Model 1. So the gun convergence is trickier. It's not as easy to hit with because they have a little bit different velocities. The firepower is good though. I mean, it has also pretty healthy amount of ammunition. And they were used in real life too. These actually did exist during the Second World War and were actively flown, albeit with mixed results. I mean, it did have some results, of course, but this was really dependent on the situation, just like with anything. But I'll definitely research the earlier J2M. I think the difference between the earlier one and the later ones is that the later ones have more engine power as well. I'm going to set the convergence to 400 because they have different guns, and do 20 minutes of fuel because it's only a difference of 1 minute. And I'm going to need to climb a lot, so I'm accounting for that. It's also very stubby. It's a very stubby aircraft. And what else have we got here? Just trying to get off the ground here. Look at that stubby landing gear. It's almost narrower than the point itself. And what do we have off here? The Americans and the Germans on Rubon Island. Okay. So I'm going to do a little bit of a different climb approach than what I usually do as well. I've been experimenting with getting really high speed and then just dumping it into altitude. Some planes it actually works really well, some not as much. Oh, and I forgot to mention that this plane is also expensive to repair. It is whopping 14,456 lines. Luckily I have free repair, but still, that is a lot of lines. And then I'm going to climb up. I'm going to do like a 18-degree climb. Yeah, it has free repairs though, but yeah, it's about expensive as some Italian aircraft. Not to say you can't overcome that. Let me see what the modifier is. So I do have a 10% line booster running. So it's really 190. That's just enough, but barely. If you have below 190% reward modifier for a plane that costs that much, it can get very expensive. I don't even have all the upgrades on it. I don't really fly this plane very much, as I prefer the Kais and the Zeros more, but the firepower in this thing is pretty good. It's just a matter of getting there. And the reason I'm side climbing is because, well, this is a really big map too. And then what I do is I go into like a 5-degree climb, or 5 to 6 degree depending on the plane. So that way it gains some of the speed back, and I'm slowly gaining altitude while accelerating. With flip on, of course, ideally. My priorities, of course, are typically heavier aircraft like bombers or twin-engine fighters, because you can still outmaneuver, not all of them, but quite a lot of them, just not as easily. Now I climb again. Just like that. And let's see here. Still climbing. Now, it does, I think the stat cord is correct in this case with the 5,500. But, I don't know for sure. Okay, and then I'm going to turn to here. And do a 5-degree climb. Let's see what we got here. And what else do we have? Okay. Let's see here. 3 kills, 4 minutes. Kai 43 is totally not OP. Well, I mean, I wouldn't call it OP. I would call it extremely good. It is definitely, if you're patient with the turning, it is a very solid aircraft. The problem is most people don't realize you can just boom and zoom them. So what they typically would do is they'll try to turn with you, and that's where you can use your advantage. And it's a really nice plane. That's why I love flying either series of those planes. That's why I usually recommend them to new people, is the US, Russia, and Japan. Particularly Japan, yeah, the rudder can be really bad. That's for sure. And now I'm going to level out a little bit. Yeah, the rudder could be really bad on this plane too. Like, once you go beyond a certain speed, it's really hard to use rudder turns. I don't really want to head on an A26 because he has a lot of guns, but I can keep pace with him. I don't know what he's doing. So we'll just go in a little bit here. See how the different muzzle velocities become a problem here? There we go. Just do a little bit of that there. Holy smokes, how much speed does this guy carry? I mean, I'll just gain some speed here. Yeah, it's starting to lose manifold pressure a little bit, so that stat card thing is right. Obviously, you don't want to get hit by the gun there. Huh. Yeah, I'm almost at max effective altitude, because I am starting to lose a little bit of manifold pressure. But, I can catch him in a dive here. Oh shoot, there's a plane behind me. A doe. Oh jeez. That's bad. Yeah, I don't want to get hit by a doe. He's over there. And he's pretty high up as well. And what else do we have here? So we have the doe. An A26 wants me, so I'll go back down and under. Dive under. Come on. There we go. Yeah, I don't want to head on too often the Japanese planes. This one you might be able to a little bit, but I wouldn't advise it. Unless if you're feeling lucky. I'm trying to actually play it right for once and not just blow up and die, because this plane is one of the few Japanese planes I actually am bad in, because it's such a different playstyle from what I'm used to. Oh jeez. Alright. At least you have a lot of cannon ammunition too. Come on. Oh, I got a critical. There we go. And there we go. Now we got good. Where is that? Oh god. Yep, he's behind me. I can outturn him. Barely. Oh, shoot. Ah. Oh. Apparently not at high speed, though. That was a bummer. So close yet so far. Yeah. That can happen, though. I mean, that's kind of why I don't play them very often, but that's just a preference. A row-go. So instead of row your boat gently down the stream, you just press it the word row-go, I guess. What is that, anyways? What's a row-go? What is a row-go? Is that a tank? I don't even know what that is. I know it's like either Japanese or a Chinese tank. Let me see real quick. It's just a cube. Oh, it's this thing. What? Why? Oh well. Okay, so now that we did that particular plane, was there any other planes you have any requests for? I mean, bruh. Yeah. I mean, it depends on the plane, too. I mean, no, you don't? Okay. Well, I could try. How about something that most people... Not now. Okay. How about I try something I haven't flown in a while? How about a Kai 27 Otsu? I haven't flown that plane. I mean, I know it's a turd fighter, but I have never actually flown it. So let me do offensive 7mm first here and take it to battle. Let's do something in the opposite extreme. Let's go from like really high BR to really low BR. I think all the guns are in the nose. So I don't really need a gun convergence here. No. Set that to no. Definitely minimal fuel load for this one. I mean, it's 28 minutes of fuel. I mean, even though it's slow, and it's a really big map for a slow plane, I think that's more than enough range. Should have the guns in the nose here. Where is the guns? I should have checked that before taking off. Oh well. So, just take off then. I have landing flaps, but that's it. I think this is fixed. Yeah, it is fixed wing. Ha. So it's basically an army fixed wing plane. Oh, and also it has a pilot scope. It's not very. I never used that. I don't think it's really that helpful, but you could always experiment with that. Roll was okay. What's the rate of climb stock? 1,600. Oh. I mean, it's not really that great at climbing because it's stock, but it's just like any other Japanese typical plane. It's good at turning, slow, very light. It's a crazy little plane. Let's see how it does. And I have 1,000 rounds of 7.7 millimeters. Oh boy. I mean, it's at low BR, so if it's below like the 3s, the 7.7s are, you know, middle of the pack, so to speak. They're not the worst, but they're not the best either. Once they're above the 3s in BR, then they start really getting lackluster. Oh, you finally killed a space camper in your game. Nice. That's good. Huh. Yeah, it luckily, not all, but there's a lot of Japanese fighters in this game that can go to space too, to a point. It's just how long do you want to spend taking there. But if you could get there and get them, that's good. Good job. And what else do we have here? Just climbing up. Not really much to report on yet. We're against the Americans, the Germans, and the Italians over Kuban. Sentencia of Kaskaya. It was at 8K. Holy moly! How did you get your low BR plane up there? That's awesome, though. That's insane. You have to go up to 8K in a low BR plane, probably. It's like, jeez. And I thought climbing to 3K, this thing took a while. It's like, ay. Well, I mean, I'm still weapon, and I'm just climbing. Oh, yeah. Going on the edges. Yeah, Kai 43 has very good climb rate. Thanks to, it's lightweight. You can definitely do that. Oh, yeah, I've done that trick in the dough once, yesterday, but ended up dying anyways. I was getting chased by a Mustang, and ay. It was just a disastrous match. And then I thought, oh, let me go for AA kills. Gets shot up by AA. Random flak. And then try to go back to the carrier, and basically the plane was shot up, and there you go. Fun. Oh, there's an SBD Dauntless Dive Bomber. Go after that. Just have to watch for its forward guns. How fast is this plane? Stock anyways. 288. Oh boy. It's gonna take a while to get there. Oh yeah, you can get to the A6M2, the non-roof fighter, like the landing gear, not the floats. You can get to them pretty quick. If you're doing that kind of performance already, I'm very certain you can get to the legendary zeros very quickly. Just make sure to keep note of the G tolerance and stamina. You're gonna need it. Hello, welcome. I'm just flying Japanese aircraft. And maybe you could do that point next. Yeah, absolutely. I could definitely do the A6M2 next. Let's see here. Yeah, I'm just flying in AirRP War Thunder. This was demonstrating the Kai 27 Otsu. Yeah. AAA is stupid indeed. Oh yeah, welcome. I think I know. So, let's see here for the Wildcat. Wait. Why am I facing off against a Wildcat? Yep. That's alright. I mean, I can now turn it at certain speeds, but don't want to head on him. Even with 450 cals. Oh yeah, I think it's Chris. I know a lot of people are named Chris or Christopher for short. I can't even catch him. What am I over? Am I over an airfield? Oh no, I'm not over an airfield. Thought it was over an airfield there for a moment, but I guess not. Yeah, I don't mind being up tiered if it's within reason. Yeah, I always loved the Kai 43 as well. I've always sung praises about it, even though it has some flaws. It is such an easy aircraft to fly. Like, in terms of ease of use, definitely. That's just that confusing hef AA. It's Grace from church that built your PC with you with Kevin. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I remember you, man. How's it going? It's confusing the hef AA. Let's see if we got the Wildcat here. Got him in a turn here. Oh. It can take a lot of punishment, though. Got a critical. But I can do something like this here. Just have to roll around here. I can, oh my goodness. Is he gonna crash? Yeah. Build a Discord bot that is now public. Oh. Yeah, nice. Well, that's good. Hopefully the bot's project is going well for you, man. I mean, it can take a lot of time and effort, but when you get one that works well, that's good. The FAA. Oh. Oh, I'm excuse. Because he could have crashed, go straight to the ground. Yep. Indeed. And the P400 here. Trying to... Oh my goodness. It's hashtag stock builds. There we go. Oh my goodness. I have 2 public and a premium bot. Oh. Okay, so there is a difference between having public and Discord premium bots. Interesting. Yeah, this point is so easy. I can pay more attention to chat than I can my actual flying. That's how easy this point is to fly. Granted, I am having a high-level pilot, too. Hashtag try the pilot snipe. Yeah, that's what it's good for. Oh, I almost got pilot sniped myself, actually. I still hate it. Oh, man. Oh, you got shot down by the D521. There is 2 enemy planes left, and I have 200 rounds. I think I'd go back to base now. Can I shoot at anything along the way here? No, definitely not pillboxes. Yeah, the BF-109. Most low-tier German players ain't well trained for War Thunder. Yeah, for better or worse, that is true. I mean, I do love the BF-109 as well, but the teams beyond 4.7 is really lackluster because everyone just spams JU288Cs, and you get premiums people paying for it and me maintaining it, and the public has less headroom to mess up with. And updating as the premium gets updates first, then public is after. Ah, yeah, that's a good strategy if you're doing that kind of approach with Discord. If that's what you like doing, it's really good that you found a way of making that work out well. I mean, I don't know the amount of hours it takes to do a well-maintained bot like that, but I'm sure it's not an easy feat. because there's a lot of parameters you have to do. But that's good that you found a business model or way of making that work. It's all running on your dedicated server. A few days probably. Okay. Weeks even. Yeah. I mean, I don't know. I mean, all I know is it does take time and effort. It's definitely not one of the things that are easy to do. That's for sure. It's very great when they work, though. I mean, that's really nice to hear. How am I doing? Well, long story short, where I used to work, I left that about 2 years ago, and then after I got my health back in order within reason, I decided to start doing YouTube. There's a hole in your right wing. Oh yes, the meme of the hole in the right wing. Actually, I don't have a hole there, but unless you mean the camo, I could count. Actually, wait, there is a hole there. That's for the landing gear. Huh. How about that? Is to fit the landing gear there. But yeah, I also been trying to learn to do YouTube. Been slowly trying to grow the channel. Yeah, I had to do a lot of changes. I had to change my diet and change how I did certain things. It's it's much better than it used to be, but yeah, health has a lot of divergence and stuff too. But man, I can tell you, at least for me, reducing gluten to almost nil or never was probably the second biggest thing I changed. My health is alright, I guess. My mom fed me some sorboni pizza yesterday, and yeah, sorboni is a very tough thing to digest. I can be really hard on the stomach. So is salami. I'm way too thin, but I eat a lot. Yeah, I'm thin too, as well. It's kind of funny because in some groups they actually say like, "What? I don't. I'm not hefty." It's kind of funny. It's like a joke, but yeah, it's all dependent too. I mean, one thing I've learned health wise is even if you may not have this, but I think likely I do because I've noticed. Shawarma is insanely delicious, but the pizza sauce was disgusting. Oh, yeah. I may need a wheelchair in 2 years and stuff. Holy smokes, man. Dang. Oh, yeah, and also, food's not well cooked. That also doesn't help either. Dang, I mean, I don't know what to say, but the only other thing I could say for the wheelchair thing is that, although this can be difficult, it's more expensive in life. I've tried to, my family and I have tried to find stuff. No, not my legs. I was just responding to chat. Oh, and arthritis. Ooh, ouch. That's not good, man. Well, I was gonna say it. Though this may not help with everything, but for some people, including me, that have stomach problems, is reducing gluten, like stuff that actually has gluten, like wheat stuff. I actually noticed a lot of improvement. I've also been doing a probiotic as well, but that's more for like digestive stuff. I don't know if that'll help as much for that kind of stuff. It might help a little bit though, but they typically are more expensive, and you have to watch with certain gluten-free foods. It might substitute it for sugar, which may not help if you're sensitive to sugar stuff as well. There is also healthier gluten-free stuff that isn't laced with sugar. You have to watch for that as well. That's about the extent I know, though. But I can definitely assure you that's helped save my life, actually, doing the probiotics and taking out gluten. because my health went really bad in year 2 of my old job. 2 years ago, I had to get my. Wow, you had to get your appendix removed and found out I had a different issue. Oh, that's a shame. That's, wow. My grandpa's leg amputee was in the army back in the days for landmine search, and you know what happened. Oh, yeah. He now has a wheelchair too, and he said the first days were hard, but eventually it's fun to drive a wheelchair. Yeah, I mean, the only time I've ever had a wheelchair personally was also for a different thing too. That was when I was a kid, though. I accidentally fell off a playground and broke my femur. I thought it was my leg, but I didn't know what a femur was. Got that surgically repaired like many, many, many years ago. Hey, so you tell you, well, thank you for his services. Yeah, I'd like to add to that as well because I respect that too. I did, and I will too. I'll do it in the name of yours again. Okay. Oh, that's nice, man. Yeah, and I was smooth as well. Also, another good news, you lost 105 pounds. Now that is a good accomplishment, man. Good job. I have the opposite problem where I'm trying to gain weight in a healthy way, but that is good. They both have their challenges perspectively in life, so that is something to celebrate that you were able to do that. Yeah, I can convert that with Google calculator to kilograms. 110 pounds to kilogram is 49.89. I started a trend in my family. Oh, that's good. Yeah, that definitely can encourage people around you too if they see what you were able to do and get the results like that. I would be definitely encouraged or inclined. Yeah. Yeah. That's why it's like that's worth celebrating. Yeah, and sometimes it's also nice to do these low BRs because it's just so chill. You don't always have to like constantly watch your six. You can like chat and just enjoy the scenery and just look at this P39N that somehow climbed up here. I don't know how he got up this high, but that's insane. I mean, they can climb up to 4,000, but I don't know how he got there. It's always so chill. Starts playing Sweden. Yeah, I wouldn't recommend that line for most aspects, with some exceptions, to be fair. But that's why I just personally prefer flying this or different nations. I tried them for a little while. I mean, it's not like I never flown them, but yeah, I didn't really enjoy it as much as this. Yeah, I think the P39 is just gonna outrun my plane the whole time. Gonna see if I can find anyone else. Look, the J22, okay. J21A-1 starts the Pane. Then you get to tier 5. Enjoy your life. Yeah, that's a good point. That is a very valid point. It's not really a whole lot I can report on outside of just watching this guy in chat. Well, I guess I could try that. I could just fake being not paying attention. Yeah, not like totally away, just like side climb, like right here. Just pretend I'm AFK. Wait, where did he go? Oh. Huh? Oh no. Wow. What is this max altitude? 3,500. I'm barely making... Oh. Huh. Okay. Yeah, he is west. So if I just head parallel with him... like that... he's just gonna keep climbing to space the whole time, I think. It's like, ay. It's like, what if... I know he has to kind of do that to have an advantage, of course. But I don't understand. Why would you climb so high in a P-39? I mean, they really are terrible above 5,000 meters. They're a low altitude fighter. If you go above 5,000, yeah, probably. But you never know. I had this happen before once, actually. But not in this very plane. So I'll just climb some more. What is the service ceiling of this thing anyways? 8,500. Oh yeah, let's climb so high, other players can't have fun. Yeah. I'm actually surprised too. Let's just see here. I think it was can finally play normally. Oh. I mean, let's see here. Either a new player or tank. Or it was the other guy. No, I don't think it's this one because he hasn't played the P-39. Ay. Well, I mean, the scenery's nice. And there's a typhoon down there. I really wish I could do more exciting things. I can't really engage a medium tank in this. It 7.7 stock belt. I don't think even can pen those, can it? No. Even at 30 degrees, at 100 meters, no. That's not enough pen even for low BR mediums, I think. Oh, no, it can't. Yeah, you're right. It can't. But... oh, you tested it? Okay, so you already did tests of that and you've proven that you can't. Yeah, that would make sense because even if the belt's upgraded, I don't think that would even work. He's still somewhere over there. Somewhere out there in the abyss of the sky. Still just gently climbing. Oh, hey, at least the match ended. My AK-47 will penetrate a medium. Alright, wow, that was interesting match. Oh, look at that. I already got the belts, the radiator, compressor, the engine, purchase and do new machine guns, the engine injection, the cover, the wings repair, the airframe. I did every upgrade except for new machine guns and fuselage repair. 780. Research the lines. Yeah. So with that victory, minus 860. So subtract 2,705 from 860 is about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. About 1,800 lines for that. Okay. So, any point requests? You said the A6M2, right? I think which one did you want to see? Because there's a float plane A6M2, the Kita. As I was researching, I was going for the Kai 200 first, and then I was going to go for the Kita because that takes a shorter time after the Kai. I mean, I could eventually get it. Not the floater. Okay. I mean, I could do the early mod 11, or I could do the slightly later version. I don't know why the mod 11 earns more per match. I think it's because it's a little bit heavier and it's an earlier version. Okay, yeah, I could do the mod 11. I think I had it partially upgraded. Yeah, it was partially upgraded. I really should research the offensive 7s and 20s after the engine, of course. I never researched the second one. Oh. Yeah, I just like collecting points, so I usually will do that if I really like a line like this. I will actually do that. But that's a preference thing. You do not have to do this. But another way of thinking of it is if you really like a plane, sometimes the one that is in the slightly down of the bracket, the RP gain improves by from 124 to 130, but the reward drops from 132 to 100. Oh, sorry, 120 to 100. I usually do it when I have my point at one. Yeah, agreed. So I'll go into 3.7 with the mod 11. Yeah, the famous first zero. Now we'll get that going. Now you definitely want gun convergence for this. Obviously, I usually do 400. Some players prefer 500. I usually do 400 because I go in closer with zeros in particular. And let's see what we got here. The Germans, the Russians, and the Chinese versus the Americans, the British, the Japanese, the Italians, the Swedish, and Israel. In Kursk. Very realistic, mind you. It's a very realistic ARB historical action-packed adventure. Historically accurate. Check out your alternative history book today. I do 400 for biplanes. 500, in your opinion, is the best because of pilot snipes and bit longer snipes. Yeah, I mean, if you're a better shot, which I'm not a good shot, you obviously sound like you're a better shot than me. To do higher than 400. I typically keep it between that because I'm not as good of a shot, and I prefer going in closer, but that's just my preference. That is also a good recommendation. Now, for biplanes, I mean, if they're wake mounted, sure. If they're nose mounted, I don't know if that really helps sending a convergence if they're in the nose. But if they're on the wings, yeah, obviously that works. I usually have experimented now. 800? The only point I've actually heard making that work is the Premium Doe 335 back in the older days. Outside of ground attackers, of course. Ground attackers, yeah, you can set it ridiculously high, like 700 to 800, because you don't want to be close to a ground target. You can set the convergence pretty high. And then I'm gonna do a 6-degree climb. Yeah, that's insane. Doing 800-meter convergence. I mean, if you found a way of making that work, that's great. But I can assure you, the Japanese line, in particular, especially at lower BR, would really struggle with 800. There might be some points where you can actually make that work really well, reliably, outside of the obvious ground attackers. Yeah. I mean, really is dependent. Now I climb again. Let's see here. What's this point can go at? So 4,400 is the suggested optimal. We'll see about that. And it supposedly can go to 10,300. Oh, man. That's going to be a while. Repair cost is very reasonable. 2,500. That is still a very reasonable repair bill. Like I said, in my opinion, if you don't have premium and you don't want to sweat bullets on your bank account in ARB, if you do below 9,500 lions, you usually will do okay. You actually will make money like 85 to 90% of the time as long as you get either a kill assist or a kill in an ARB match. Speaking of which, climbing at like 9 degrees here. Alright. See you around then. Got a DB3 by Yeet My Guy 69. Oh, brother. Some of the player names can be very dank, I can assure you of that. Well, let's see here. Just climbing up into space. Slowly. I didn't want to lose all my speed. Not that the Zero is fast in particular. It's not made for speed. But it could definitely turn. So I'll climb to 19 degrees again. Get some more altitude. $4,000 meters, almost. Okay. And then back down to 6 degrees. Oh, the engine's overheating, so I gotta back off a bit. These planes are very forgiving because you can also wep for a really long time in ARB, even without the radiator upgrades, I've noticed, at least for the Zeros. Kai 43s you can to a point too, at least at the lower BRs. I think the ones above 4s, though, tend to overheat, and there are some that are really strange. But that's the beauty of Japanese aircraft, I've noticed. I'll just turn here. And I-185, that's a Russian aircraft. He definitely wants me dead. So I'll just dive below here. Okay, he's still going. Do that there. I usually like to not head on into Zero. Unless if I'm feeling lucky, because usually you don't luck out. Oh, and also they do have a dive speed limit, so you gotta watch for that too, but I haven't reached it yet. Let me just take a look around, make sure there's nobody else here. Don't want to lose all my altitude, so I'll go back up again. Let's see here. And then just full wep here. Climb at 15 for a bit. Gain some of that altitude I lost back. That P-63 is engaged. This FW-190 depends. Oh, everyone seemed to already crash or got shut down already. Japanese. Just taking a look around. Trying to see what's what here. Huh. Well. I mean, there's a 190 down there. We'll go after that. Let's see here. 190 is shot down by the Hellcat. There's a bomber on the airfield. So that's one there. There's like 3 other targets I could go for. Oh, wait, that P-63 is still alive? And there's a 190 there. Yeah, I better go help him out there. Might not make it there, but I'll definitely do a very gentle, like 4-degree climb while I go there. These wings are really good too. They're like a kite. I haven't really gotten any shooting positions. Oh, it's a piece 163 there. Don't know if he's gonna blow up or crash by the time I get there. I know the bomber's just base camping. Not a lot of action so far. It's like, jeez, might have to do another match in this because I didn't really. Oh gosh. Yeah, I'm gonna do another match in this because that's ridiculous. I didn't even get to shoot at all. I didn't do a single thing. I better start doing some Japanese casts. And then let's see here, shoot the howitzer here. There we go. Okay, let's go for this howitzer here. At least do something. Shivanese. Go. There we go. There we go. Another ground target down. And then do like a combat flap maneuver here. Go up and down and around again. There we go. Nice and easy. It's not a whole lot to say because, well, there's not really much I can do. Bombers camping on the airfield. Guess I could do a risky pass on the airfield, but it's gonna get me killed. There we go. Got him. No active players left. Oh. Well, I'm gonna do that again because I didn't really get to do a whole lot. I just killed some ground targets. Jeez. You'd think I could do something more exciting than that. It's like, ay. So in warships, I get like terrible match experiences with a few exceptions. In this game, it's like, well, great kind of thing. Alright, so I researched the belts. And then do rig repairs as the next upgrades. 3,600 there. So with just killing a few ground targets, I lost. Let's see here, from 3,600 minus 2 is 1, 2. So I lost about 1,000 lines doing that. So I'll do it again. Kind of strange, that match. It really was. Oh, and also I have like Ace Pilot qualification wise for it as well, or the one level up from the Lions only upgrade. Kuban. Gonna do Kuban again. But now I'm gonna put in stealth belts for the 7.7s. Man, it is kind of cold today. Man, this plane takes forever to take off. It's like, ay. Yep, so now I'll just climb in here. Hmm. I wonder what's the temp outside, because it's like, it feels like it's either cold or hot. Oh, it's lowering. Freeze warning. Yeah, it's gonna be really cold. Could be why I'm feeling cold. So I'll just do it another 15-degree climb. And what planes do we have this time? The Americans, German, French, and Swedish versus my teams Russia, Britain, Japan, and Italy. Okay. Well, I mean, guess we'll just climb, baby, climb. There's a B-15. It's tempting, but probably not advisable. At least not at the start, because they also are difficult to destroy with stock 20 belts. I use stealth 7.7s, even though it's harder to hit with. I just like them more because, well, one, it's stealth, and two, the outer universal are kind of the best for air to air, in my opinion. It's just a preference thing, though. Just gonna keep on climbing. Because that's what you do, you know? Hmm. Huh. Just have to wait and see, you know? Whoop. It's not really a whole lot to do. Because, you know, this plane is also slow. There is some drawbacks to Zero, of course. I mean, it's a very low wing loading plane, so the top speed of this plane was never really that great. It's a very agile, maneuverable plane. It's just, well, you know, it takes a while to get anywhere. Even when you're weapon, you know? It just takes time. So you can, like, enjoy the scenery. In space. And also enjoy these LA5s that go faster than you. And then I'll just climb a little bit. Again. What's the climb rate now? 2,305. It's not... I mean, by early BR standards, it's mediocre, but it's not terrible rate of climb. It's just because of the engine power, really. It's like, jeez. Just have to wait a while. Oh, there's a Zero right there. Zero duel. I could definitely catch him. And then just whip again. Gotta chase off that Zero. Hey, hello. Swan Ninja. Hey, what's up? Just doing some ARB per request of user Space JD. I'm doing the A6M2 and just generally flying Japanese aircraft in War Thunder ARB at the moment. So welcome. Oh, thanks. Yeah, I'm just trying to make it go out of YouTube. And also, let's see here, chasing down my own plane. It is just a same plane as me, but a US premium. Let's see if he's over the airfield. Oh, good, he's not. There's a 109 below. Oh, the Zero looks like he's just flying away. So I'm just going to go dive on this BF-109, since he doesn't look like he's paying attention. Or if he is, he's doing a good job distracting me. Yeah, I just don't want to go too fast, though. Don't want to dive too low. No, he's still there. What's the other guy doing? Oh, an MB. That's a French plane. What is the BR? 3.7. Right now it's 3.7, but it can vary with the BRs. Right now I'm just doing this plane. Oh, oh god. Oh, that was almost deadly right there. That F4 almost had me. Because this plane, oh, this plane gets really stiff at high speeds, and that's why. Oh, that was a disaster. Oh man, I should have slowed down sooner. That was my mistake. Well, if you have played this game or like anything, if Japan or had any questions, I'm up to fly anything I have access to, except for bombers. Ground attackers is an exception, but most of the time I just fly fighters or heavy fighters. Occasionally I'll fly ground attack, but not very often. Do you have any plane requests? If not, I'll just randomly pick one, so I'll just give it a moment. Oh, oh, you want me to fly in the squad? Okay. Um, you can do that. What BR do you want to do? Because I can fly up to for Japan 6.3, just keeping it Japanese themed. I can fly any BR up to 6.3 for Japan so far. Let's see, 3.7. Okay, yeah, I can do 3.7. Let me pick a plane real quick here. I'm gonna fly then something a little different because I already flown the same plane twice. So I'm gonna change it up a bit. I am actually gonna do something more unique on this one. I'm gonna do the Kai 108 Kai. It is a twin engine fighter that has two 20 millimeters and a single 37 millimeter. I'm gonna give it a shot. I haven't really flown it much. I've flown the later stuff. That's how high your BR goes currently. Oh, okay. That's fine, man. Research the radiator and already up. Yeah, it's a strange plane. I've actually never flown this particular Kai. The ones I've flown up to this point were actually really the J5N and the Kai 83. The only other one I really flew was the Kai 45 for that particular twin engine heavy fighter line. They're very maneuverable, even though they're twin engine fighters. Not as much as the Zero, mind you, but they are pretty good in that regard. I don't know what ideal gun convergence would be because I don't know what the velocity of the 37 is. The 20s I do, but the 37 I have no idea. I'm going to take a look real quick to see if there's any suggestions. 37 is supposed to be inaccurate. Okay. Ah, all right. So let's see what you got here. Golan Heights. Okay. Oh, it's an air spawn. Okay. And we're against. Oh. Oh no. Sean, I think we accidentally done goof. This is arcade. Oh. Yeah, I just squatted up with Sean and inadvertently we accidentally did arcade. Whoops. That actually was not intended. What's up? I was doing ARB actually up to this point, but inadvertently, due to a game bug, I guess we're now in arcade. Alright, well, I'll just start climbing then. I only got one life. Okay. Let's just see how this goes. At least the one nice benefit, though, is at least I can see how much lead I need to pull for the 37. That's, I guess, one nice thing. But yeah, I think it did a bug, I believe. Wow. I mean, in arcade it flies, well, probably better than... Oh, wow, I need to pull that much lead. Huh. Okay. There we go, just shredded him instantly. Took a Taco Bell there. Oh, God. There's a 109 here. Look out. Oh, gosh. The 109, no. Sean. Ah. Well, back to the hangar. That's all I have. So let's go. Wait, I have a backup? Nah, I'm not wasting my backup on that. No. That's why I kind of don't do arcade. But it's alright. It probably was a bug. I've had this happen before, so. There we go. And now we got air realistic. So I'll ready up again when you're ready. Or at least have to see. Also, in the meantime, I'll add the one player to my friends list as well. Let's see here. Add him. Let's see here. Add his friend. Okay, there we go. Added that to the friends list. Okay. Sean, were you able to exit the match, or did he bug out? Like, did his game crash? Let me see. No, it doesn't say. Huh. You know what? I think what I'm gonna do is resend the invite and stuff. Maybe it glitched out on him. That's what I think would happen. This game can be buggy, you know. All right, I'm gonna send you invite, and then let's try that here. Do that there, and then I'll give it like a few minutes while I wait for a response and to also fix that. Let's see here. Ah, yes. So some other planes could try out while we're discussing this. You can also do like the Kai 83, J5N, and stuff like that in the future. Don't have a ton of time left. I might only have enough for maybe one or two more matches before I have to go for a long while. Or not. I don't know what happened to the Sean guy. Did this game crash? Wouldn't be surprised if the game actually crashed or not. Huh. Alright. You know what? Oh, it says he's still in game. Okay. Well, this is a predicament, because I want to do like another match, but I don't know if his game crashed after he got shot down or something happened. I don't know what's going on there, but can't really communicate in game. So, did he invite it? No, it says he's still in game. That's what the weird part is. You know what? I'll give it like let's give it like say 5 minutes. So while that's happening there, if is there anyone actually still there or not? I mean, I'm here to answer any questions about Japanese aircraft. I can tell you that I'm definitely more familiar with the Zeros, some of the Kais that are later than the Kai 44, and also have occasionally flown the Kai 61 to Kai. Say that like 10 times fast. Some of the other planes I would love to try sometime, but only just bought, like for research, is like the J1N1. I did kind of fly the Kai 45 Ti Taru. That's a weird plane that is kind of fun. I think I've flown the Kai 45. Just as a meme, I did like the Kai 45, not in the Air RB, mind you, but in arcade. I think I also flew this one. Yeah, I like this one more because it actually had an extra cannon, but not a lot of ammunition. Ko was pretty decent. It's a bit heavier though. And then the 109, that thing is crazy. I mean, they only have like 15 rounds and you have to make them really count. I've only flown it once. The 102 I flew a few times. The 57 is crazy bonkers powerful, but holy smokes, you gotta be accurate. Of course, the one I just flew and crashed was this one. This one's also pretty good. It's not spaded yet, but it is a fun plane. The monstrous Kai 83. Once you get upgrades on this, just like with any plane, this thing's a beast. It's really good. While I'm doing that, I'm just checking. He still says he's in game. Okay. Well, I'm gonna have to take the. If let's see here, what time is it? Still not been 5 minutes yet. Okay. Well, also another plane that's historical and infamous in some eyes is the D3A1. This plane in particular is known as the Val, codenamed it by allies. This was a very deadly dive bomber. Basically, was an extremely accurate dive bomber during the Second World War, particularly the mid-war period or earlier, like 1943 or sooner. Or earlier, sorry, not sooner. Earlier. It also is very maneuverable. That's not actually a bug. It actually is maneuverable, just albeit it's really slow. So it's slower than a Zero, of course. But in a pinch, they could serve as an emergency impromptu, very albeit very slow dogfighter. And they actually have gotten some aerial kills that way as well. Just like with the SPD Dauntless, slow but deadly, as its nickname. The D4Y1. This is the Jill. This was a later war bomber aircraft. I think it was it a torpedo bomber? I don't remember if it was a torpedo bomber or not, but it definitely was a ground attack kind of thing. Yeah, this is probably the torpedo bomber. Now that I remembered it. And let's see here. We also have, once you get past that, you also have the P1Y1 Mod 11. Never flown this one. For good reason, because it's a bomber without a forward firing gun. It's really fast for a bomber though, but I don't know if you can even put guns on this thing. No, it's not really interesting outside of the fact it's ridiculously fast for a bomber. 314 miles an hour if that stat card is right. And since it's been 5 minutes, I'm just going to go into another match because I don't know what else to tell you. I think his game crashed is what happened. So, with that in mind, what other Japanese aircraft could I fly? Could I fly this one? No, I don't want to pay 48 grand. Let's see. Let's fly, Let's fly a Kai 44. Let's fly that for a spin, a 3.3. In realistic. I have this thing spaded, of course, but let's see here. What's the difference between universal and aerial? APTT, high, high. Okay. High explosive incendiary. That's why it's pretty good in the air. So, I think, yeah, it does have wing mounted guns, so I'm going to set the convergence to 400. Now, Mosadok is a short map, so it is kind of a bummer because I don't really like this map. At least in props, it's a little bit tolerable, but in jets, it's a nightmare. Even a high BR for props, like I'm talking 4.7 or higher, it gets really strange. At this point, it's fast, accelerating wise. I mean, this point's acceleration is just bonkers. When you're fully spaded, this thing is just crazy. I mean, look at that. Already airborne. And it is very maneuverable. It may not look like it's maneuverable, but it is. So I'm going to climb at 16 degrees. I mean, the prop kind of looks funny, too. It's like kind of a weird graphic effect. And somebody already crashed. You probably ate too much Taco Bell. Once again. Remember, kids, don't eat too much Taco Bell. That's good. You can cause your plane to crash. So, that being said... Oh, jeez, what happened to my monitor? Here, let's fix that a little bit. There we go, that's better. Well, I mean, I could climb probably higher. Maybe like 17 degrees. Oh yeah, there's too many planes over there. I'm not gonna dogfight against 4 on 1. That would be ridiculous at the start. Let's see here. Definitely wiped for quite a while. What's the service ceiling or recommended? 5,200, supposedly. Okay. Before it might actually get slower. Okay. I mean, you definitely want to climb above them. That's for sure. Americans, Germans, and Italians is the enemy. Okay. And on our side, you have the Russians, the British, the French, and the Chinese, and the Swedish. Interesting. Alright, so now the engine's finally overheated. I'll climb at like 19 degrees. Get some more altitude. I'll help out the mosquito down below, because he's alone. Can definitely deal with that. See what the maximum dive speed of this plane is. And throttle down here. Help him out. Don't want to go too fast. Don't know what the dive speed limit is on this plane. It's not warning me yet. Okay. Let's see if we can get closer. There we go. Oh. Oh, man. Oh, man. This is with a highly trained pilot, skill-wise. Not in real life-wise, of course. Oh. Okay, pop the flap. Oh. Oh, God. Oh. Oh, no. Ah. Dang it. Darn trees. Well, I got the kill, but it hit the tree that time. That was a bummer. What? Hey. Really? I'm crew locked for 4 minutes and 34 seconds. Are you serious? Because I accidentally bumped the tree out of the high G pull-up. Wow. Well, while it's doing that, What's some other things you can do? Oh, recommended premium plans for Japan. If you decide to throw money at this wonderful, weird game, which can be very strange as you've just seen, and also because of creator incompetence. The A7M1, if you like rank 3 stuff, is good. If you have more Golden Eagles and willing to learn the playstyle or don't mind the playstyle of a P47 that's more agile and has really good hitting power too, is the Kai 87. These Kai 87 and A7M1, highly recommend those. If you want lower PR, don't know what the Kai 100 is like. On paper, it looks okay, but I don't know for sure. Has decent firepower, but I don't know if it's actually that good. Definitely not the H8. The E7, it's a 109 E7. It's okay. This, I think, is not that good. The Kai 44 with the 40s. You have to get really close to hit with that cannon. The Kai 44 I-34 Shokai. That is a weird plane. I've never seen this plane. It's a 2.3, so that's probably why. And of course, I do see these a lot, though, the 1A Corsairs, the captured Japanese Corsair. Definitely see those a lot. I do see a lot of people get it's probably because it was free and supply crates and stuff, this P-51C. Ugh. Mediocre. Kai 61 Hyantadas. No idea what that's supposed to mean, but it looks okay on paper. Oh, hey, Sean. Yeah, I don't know what happened with that match, but I left it because it was arcade and I died. Sure, I can send the invite again. I have to wait for my pilot to come back for another 2 minutes and 4 seconds. Because I hit a tree. And apparently trees were so evil in this game. No, it's because I couldn't pull up in time. I could do 3.3 or 3.7. I didn't realize the height would lock up the way it did, so it caught me off guard and I crashed into the ground. That's what happened. The weird part is the height actually has 376.20, 365.20 at worst. It has a better rate of climb than the Kai 61 Otsu. That is weird. It has the same guns, I think. 013s. 103s. 1.97. 1.97. Huh. Very strange. Oh, the plane is back. And he's ready. Okay. Making sure it's aeroistic this time. And away we go. Didn't earn much money on that one, though. Alright, so now on Smolensk with battle rating 3.3 to 3.7. This time, I hope we don't hit a tree. Really hope I don't. That would really suck if I did. Alright, so. Just waiting for Sean here a little bit. This plane is crazy. Like, when this thing's faded, it's like a monster. So much so that I hit a tree. Okay. Oh, okay, he's loading in. Alright, so now I'm climbing at a ridiculous 19 degrees on takeoff. Hmm. Okay. Ah, there he is. Loaded in. Good. So he's flying the 51A, otherwise known in this game as the 51 Mustang. That is, in my opinion, one of the very few Mustangs that are worth flying. That and the F-82. Outside of that, I would not advise flying Mustangs outside of those two. Because the ones in between those are garbage. At least in this game, in particular, for sure. And in Isle 2, they're above average. The D and the B version in Isle 2. Because of how the game is modeled much better and also has not just better flight modeling and realism, but how the game plays too. The game is more realistic. So they are more to what they can stand and do. In this game, 51A and the F-82 are the best ones. Because those Quad 20s, when upgraded, they hit like a truck with the air belts. And what else do we have here? Well, I mean, I'm just climbing right now at a ridiculous rate. I mean, already at 3,000 meters. Let's see here. Now I just got the climb rate to 15. Just still climbing. I mean, what else am I going to do besides do that in this game? Well, it's actually kind of surprising how high performance this plane really is. Because I'm already almost at 5,600 meters. The only plane that climbs this good would be the 109s. The 109s also climb this crazy. Actually, I think it can even climb a little higher than 15 and maintain it with web running. If anyone else actually bothered to climb, the enemy team-wise. Alright, so we got a yak here as well. Don't know why the yak's this high. I mean, I could go up this high, but I don't understand why that's the case. Yeah, it just started to lose some manifold pressure up here. This is the manifold pressure right there, the negative, the positive 40. That's the Japanese measurement of manifold pressure going into the engine. And this is the fuel gauge. Otherwise, I don't actually know any letterings stuff outside of that. And now, just climbing above here. Now I can actually get into the flight more. Kind of a slow opening, but hopefully it gets more exciting now. It's an I-16. That is a very maneuverable plane, one of the very few planes that can keep up with a turning fight, outside of the Zero, of course, or another Kai 43, 44. Slowly closing in on him. Gonna start diving. Now they're both going for the P-39. Check my 6 here. Nope, nothing there. Now I can go in. It's also a Yak 7 here. Okay, slow it down. Okay, see if maybe got a hit there. Let's climb up and over. Oh geez, there's planes above. I want to make this quick. Oh, jeez, they already blew him up. Come on. Oh, no, the flaps are too... Ah, come on. Jeez. I mean, I-16s can pull a lot, too, I've noticed. Come on. Okay. Well, I mean, I can do this. If he wants to go into vertical, I can definitely do that. Come on. There we go, got him. That's how you do it, baby. Yeah. Finally. And I didn't hit a tree for once. How much ammunition do I have left? 1,000. Okay, that's 326. Holy moly, that's a lot of ammo spent for one plane. Oh, there's a Spitfire here. Where did Sean go? What? Crashed already? Probably, I don't know what happened. Oh, he died. Okay. Yeah. Let's see here. Then go after the Spitfire. Okay. See if I can get on the Spitfire. Oh, man, that was risky. Get on the Spitfire. See if I can turn in here. Should be able to just flat turn him if I turn around here. Man, it just produces so much lift. It's hard to bleed speed. Oh, he killed you? Okay, I'll try. Oh, jeez. There's a 190 coming in. I'm not going to be able to. Oh, jeez. Oh, my goodness. Yeah, that 190 really wants me dead, too. Oh, God. Oh, no. That was bad. Oh, no. Ah, man. I panicked because of the 190. I should have just stuck to my turning principle and I deviated from it. That's what got me killed. And have to hit return to hangar again because the game is extremely well programmed. Did you know this game is so well programmed that you have to hit return to hangar 3 times? Yeah, that can happen, you know. Occasionally get those kind of matches too. Alright, let's see what other plane it got here. That's 3.3 to 3.7 Japanese. Let's see. Well, could do, let's see. Oh, no, that's too high. No. Yeah. No, it's too low of a BR. Huh. It's too high. Could try. Let's do the Kai 108 again. Alright, let's get to it. Let's try that out. See if that works. Yeah, let's see how this works this time. Alright, so let's see here. I'm going to set the convergence to 400. And, oh, look at that, an air spawn. And start climbing to 16 degrees, I guess. Okay, there's Sean down there. And The one thing with the P-51A or 51, as they call it in this game, the most ideal thing you can try to do is gain like speeds of like 220 or 230 and zoom climb to like about, well, depending on this airspeed and situation, to like 3,000 no higher than 4,100 meters, and then just boom and zoom. It actually turns okay for a Mustang, although it's middle of the road compared to other fighters. The firepower on it's really good. Those quad 20s, if you burst fire them, like you don't do more than like a 1 second burst, you can make that ammo last for quite a while. And with this plane, well, I don't know a whole lot about it outside of the fact it has a 37 and 220s all in the nose, I think. So the only reason I set it to 400s because I didn't realize they're all in the nose, you know what I mean? I had no idea. So next time around, if I play this plane again, I'll set it to no. Or if I survive and land, I'll set it to no. Depending on how that goes. Just swept climb in again. Let's see what the cockpit looks like. Oh wow. This cockpit's kind of interesting there. Does this actually have a turret? No. It's just that big of a plane. Huh. Wow. And then climb again. And let's see here. Against the Germans and the Russians, Americans, the French, and the Italians. Over the bulge. Check out your alternative history book today. I always like to say that because it's realistic battles when the nations don't really line up at all. And they're usually on the like wrong sides and wrong time period if they're on certain sides, which I find kind of humorous. So then I lower my climb to like 4 degrees. Get some speed back up. The Kai 108 apparently stock can go supposedly 360 at 8,000 meters. So it's like a high altitude twin engine fighter. If the stats are to be believed. A 110. Interesting. Yeah, these engines definitely heat up just as badly as the late war version of this plane, the Kai 83, I think. Doesn't climb as hard, but man, this thing is a beast up high. Not really at really high altitudes yet, particularly. Don't want to really fight that many points at once. And definitely can go after bombers, though. Probably not head on. Well, I mean head on, but you know what I mean, like from the rear. Should have said it the other way around. Words, Wigs, words. And let's see here. It's a 110. Just doing its thing. Okay. Definitely need more speed. So let's get some more speed real quick here. Let's swept, climb a bit at 15 degree. Man, these planes are so high up. Don't really want to gauge them without an altitude advantage if I can help it. And then turn around here. Got combat flaps. Good. Not very agile at lower speeds, that's for sure. Feels pretty bulky. Sean is engaging the IL-2 bot down below. So be careful on your ammunition when you do that, because what? Oh my. I don't know what happened there. That must have been a really unfortunate AA event. That looked like the AA hit him. Oh no. Or did it? I have no idea. Uh, hmm. What? The IO2 shot him down? I mean, it's pretty rare that happens, though, but occasionally Gaijings. And the 109 wants to engage me. And, well, they basically head on and both died. Pretty much. And then there's a 109 up there. It's got to climb again. Climb, baby, climb. Oh boy. That 109 really wants me, though. So I'm going to turn around. If this plane after actually turns around. And then, let's see. Okay. Not very fast up here. That's an F. Oh boy. Wait, how's he going that fast at 6,000? That is strange. What does he do? Oh, okay, I see what he's doing. He's diving and then I'm gonna turn in. Okay. Then I'm gonna... Oh. Oh god. I already got a nasty hit there. Well, this sucks. Alright, well, let's see if I can at least get on him, maybe? No, I'm not going to. Alright, well... Yeah, this plane I'm gonna need a lot more lessons in. Yeah, it's gonna get shot down. Try to get him lower. Yep. Yeah. F4s are really good up high, apparently. Better, more so than I thought. I mean, I know they're really good 109s, but holy moly. Talk about getting your butt kicked in. Alright. Oh, he left. Okay. I think gonna do... I'm gonna do one last match then. Try to do something a little bit different for the Japanese. Gonna do the Kai 84 High. The really good Kai 84. Let's try that out take it for a spin here. That is 30 millimeters, which are the Ho 155s, and the 20 millimeter Ho 5s. They're very deadly ammunition that they can get access to. It has identical flight performance to the previous ones as well, because they're very similar in playstyle. These in particular get two 30 mils instead of 20 mils that are like all 20 cannons. Let's see here. And they also have a really big explosion mass. 35 grams, TNT equivalent of like 60 grams. That's insane. And for the 20s, I do universal, I think. Yeah, because tracers... Yeah, well, those are armor piercing. I like to have a mixture of Hef and armor piercing tracer shell. I do minimum field load and get to it. It's also very expensive to repair. It's like 13,834. 210% modifier though. The lockup of rudder above 500 can also be a hindrance. I set the convergence to 400. Oh. Yeah, I don't know what happened, man. I'm gonna have to get going after this match. I don't know why it left the squad, like... It probably was a game crash, to be honest, because the squad thing broke. Hashtag broken game. To be fair. This will be my last flight for the live stream as well. So I'm going to take out a different plane. So I decided to take out the Ki-84. One of my best friends, which I haven't contacted via anything, just said she wanted to leave me behind. Huh? Yeah, that's kind of strange. Yeah, this is going to be my last flight, Space JD. I just don't contact me anymore. Yeah, I don't get that either. Like, kind of strange. It's a little bit awkward. Can I check one thing? Yeah. It depends on how you want me to check one thing. Right now I'm just flying in the Ki-84 with the 30 mils. Oh, okay. Take care, Sean. Yeah, sure, Space G. I can check that after this flight and match. Oh. Thank you, Sean. See ya. Yeah, that's very nice of him to do that. The wiki ain't right for Space JG's question for the Kai 200 and Kika. Yeah, the wiki can be inaccurate with a lot of things. I remembered, I was talking to, Jay. Huh? I did? Wait a minute. Did I actually achieve my goal of the year? What? I gotta see this. I'm checking my second monitor. Oh my god. I actually finally did it. Holy. Wow. That's amazing. Got to 100. Oh, this is awesome. I wonder now if I get any like new features or anything. Did I where's the community page? Did I get any achievements or awards for that? Well, thank you guys. Thanks, Space JD. I'm just like amazed by that. Wow. Never thought I was gonna reach 100 subs. To be honest. Oh shoot! I almost got KO'd by a P-51. I was so wild by it. Oh, okay. A creator feature unlocks at 1K. Oh, okay. Yeah, that would make sense for the community page thing. I know definitely for the whole AdSense thing, you have to get like 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 public watch time. Shorts don't count. The shorts count for subscription and interest, but that's about it. 1 or 5, but probably 1. Yeah, it's more likely 1 because that's for ads, the ads thing. If you wanted to just strictly rely on that, going after this P-51. It's an H model, and there's one diving on me as well. Gotta turn around then. Gotta do it now. Ooh. Okay. Let him pass. There we go. Got minor damage there, but that's okay. Then floor it. To go after him. After he... Come on. Let's get him. hyper alien is the target I'm going after in this particular case, I can't keep up with him. I think he's just going to extend out. So let me go back around and help the other plane. It's getting attacked by 2 planes here. Just checking my 6 real quick here. And then just wep it. Oh, jeez. Yeah, I don't want to head on a P-51. Okay. There we go. They have better high-speed maneuverability. Within reason. Let's show the superiority of Japan. Come on. There we go. Boom, baby. There's a little bit of tap fire in there. And then do a little Immelman here. Like so. Oh, jeez. Oh, God. Yeah, I don't want to... Oh, God. Yeah, I hear that 50 cal sound. Oh, there's 2 of them? Oh. Okay. Well, then. Oh. I can't tell what the scoreboard is. Oh. There we go. Oh, they're the last 2. Okay. How many do we have? Okay, then. Wow. This is, Oh. Yeah, you should see the infight. I could show you. I could show you after the match. I did, like, the infight in between the one I did before. Sure. I can double check to make sure it's sent, though. Gaijin doesn't make it easy to send friends invites, believe it or not. But sure, I can double check to make sure it actually sent to you. Oh. Okay. Yeah, I can show you, though. It should say it actually got sent, at least. Yeah, that's fine. Going after this P-51 here. Oh, God. There's 1 above and 1 below. Well, obviously, I can't do the 1 above, so I just have to go for where's closer. I have to watch that plane, though. Don't want to dive too much. I'll just go to 5-degree climb and watch that plane. Yeah, that plane's trying to dive on me. Okay. Do like a brief fake head-on here. Fake him out. So he can't hit. Combat flaps out. Oh, it is. In firepower of the 30mm late war Japanese cannons with the tracers insane. With the 20 and 30s. Yeah, I can show you after this match. Absolutely, man. That kind of stuff I can show real quick. But I can't right now. Arguably, probably, it's going to be either between Tracer and Universal. It's usually the cheaper belts. Stealth is usually the most expensive. But I'll have to see. Flaps off. Flaps on. Oh, shoot. Well. Yep. That was really misfortune. Yeah, P-51 doesn't necessarily... Well, I mean, the combat flaps do help a lot with the Ki-84s. It just was a matter of mistiming, too. I was so excited about the whole YouTube thing, but... Yeah, the combat flaps do help. I mean, it's there for a reason. It's not like you can't use them. It's just... Yeah, see, like this guy right here? I mean, this is obviously not me, but he's flying the same plane. Oh, I wish that happened for me. That stupid Mustang crashes into the ground like that. But hey, got a maneuver kill, so it's something. But yeah, that's why he did that. So they do have a use. It's just I had a really bad quick time of reaction to it. Alright, so to answer the first question, after repairing this expensive plane... Alright. So, we're going to go to modifications here. For the offensive 20mm belts for the 20mm Ho 5s, at least for the Ki-84. Default, of course, is free. Yeah, I love it when you get those. Universal, 130 lines for the 20s. Grounds, 130. Tracer is 130. Stealth is 200. That's what these look like right here. Kind of, there we go. If I have it like this, you can see it better. So that's what the price is for the 20s. The 30s, which are the Ho 155s, those are the ones that did absolute massacre on that poor Mustang. Default, of course, garbage. Yeah, and I was going to show that next. Universal's 120, ground targets 120, tracers 120, stealth is 180. So as long as you don't use stealth, you're saving yourself about 50 lines for that particular setup. Yeah, for the jets, let's take a look. The Kai 200 is without any upgrades 17,700. Yeah. It's not, the emerald belts are usually not the problem. It's repair costs that usually can trip people up. The Kika without upgrades stock is 9,890 in realistic. The R2Y2s, the V1 without belt upgrades, 8,130. The R2Y2 is 13,000 without upgrades, and the V3 is 16,000 without upgrades. The difference between them are minor, but they do have noticeable differences. The V1 is a little bit better turning than the V2. The V3 is a little bit faster than the V2, and the V2 is a little bit faster than the V1. They all turn really good. They have the same exact cannon, and the only other difference, of course, is the RP modifier as well. This is what the V3 looks like. And let's see here. I think the Kika, yeah, the Kika also has a mod where you can get the extra cannon. Yeah, but it adds more weight, but not by a lot, but it helps. It's only 50 rounds. You have to be very trigger disciplined with the Kika. The Kai 200 is a rocket plane. It has, yeah. It is very good, but it has, you have to take max fuel load, it micromanage your thrust, and you have to glide carefully, and it only does 120 rounds and 6 minutes of fuel. I can test fly it, actually. I can test fly these real quick. Actually, the full tank is only 5 minutes. Wow. Yep. Because it's basically a Japanese ME-163. I don't know if the cannons are better or not. Okay, so it's gradually increasing it here. I can test fly it. Oh, really? Oh, so it has even less fuel. That's crazy. Let's see how this thing flies. Come on, take off plane. Any minute now. There you go. Oh, I didn't press the G button. Okay. The Kika is a better ME-262 and the Kai 200's a bad 163. Yeah, that is kind of strange. It really is. The Kika would probably be better now. This plane? Probably not. Not right away, at least. No, I'm not going to buy it right now. In the future, possibly, but not now. I'm going to save up for the Make 17. Yeah, I would only do it for collection. It's like low on the totem pole. Would it be cool to do once in a while? Sure. But now, no. I'm not. Yeah, I'm not going to buy it for a long time. That would be like one of the last planes I'd buy. For sure. Yeah, for sure. This thing is crazy. I'm just doing a crazy climb just for memes. At the base, your neck breaks because of the ski landing gear. Oh. Oh yeah, the ski landing gear. Well, I can actually have the landing gear out at 300 miles an hour. I don't know if that's a bug or a thing. I know the Corsair can do that in real life, but this plane? Can I deploy the landing flaps? Huh. That's strange. I can actually have the landing flaps out as well. Okay. See if I can. I'm just gonna meme land it. See what happens. Oh, wow. Yeah. Wow, man. That was some serious landing. I know. I just did it for memes. I wasn't really trying to actually safely land it. It just bonks into the ground and just says, nope, boy. What else to discuss? Okay. Oh, if you wanted a little lower repair cost spaded Japanese wise, the Kai 84 Otsu is slightly cheaper, and the flight performance is very similar. It just has 420 mils instead of like 220s, 230s. And it's slightly lower BR because of that. Yeah, I could test fly it just for one quick spin. That was not only your neck that you broke, yeah. Oh yeah, these things have the rockets too. How do you use those? R, tab, backspace, enter, shift? No. I prefer 20 mils, so that's great. Yeah. Yeah, the 20s are pretty good. Trying to get this plane off into the air. I don't think I have a key binding set for the rockets. Oh, we have to manually set it. Okay. Yeah, that makes sense. Let's see here. Rockets for that. Let's see. It's got to be here somewhere. Or just press Y in engine controls. Okay. Oh yeah, that would work. Oh. Oh, I can't retract the landing gear. Oh, that's interesting. Ah, Ignite boosters. There it is. Maybe I could do 7 for Ignite boosters just for that. Okay, there we go. The Japanese 30s are probably one of the most powerful guns in the game. Yeah. Yeah, the Japanese 30s are the most potent explosive filler-wise in the game as well. The only ones that do that insane boost. Yeah, it doesn't really do that much boost. Plus, it was going pretty fast already. Also, apparently I get a... Is this... Apparently get 106% throttle, too. Didn't know that. Yeah, it's intended for takeoff because I can't retract the landing gear without it. And this plane, can I catch up to a MiG-15 bot? Probably not, but I'm gonna try anyways. Ah, yeah, that makes sense. That's what those boosters are for. That would make perfect sense there. Can my trademark bad aim actually hit a MiG-15? It's not really trademark, I'm just bad at aiming. Yeah, if I restart the flight, I'll definitely see the boost. Yeah, I could restart the test flight and try that. Might just see how I... Oh, jeez. Wow, that is actually really good turning. Seriously, that turning is much better. Okay. Ah, there we go. Oh, you just need one little tap and it just goes boom. That was easy. Wait a minute. Wait, I thought I only had one cannon. Why do I have two? That's strange. I thought I only had one cannon. What on earth? Without load, default. Alright, well, let's try that with 20 minutes. Try that again. And then I'll do the boost. Wow, this is a bug. I still have two cannons. Oh well. For this plane? Yeah, I didn't. Alright, here we go. Oh wow, that is really good boost. Yeah, I actually all this time I thought in test flight, even in realistic, it would be like halfway upgraded. No wonder they always seem to perform better. Well, there you go. Something new every day. So, yeah, the boost was actually better this time around because it actually used it as intended, as suggested. Yep. If you do reference for performance, it'll be spaded. Oh. What? I thought reference was the stock. That's why I didn't know. Ah, Gaijing. Why oh why? Well, I mean, the candies are definitely good. So at least you got to see what that looked like as well. I got to get stuff going here. So any last questions or comments for Japan in particular or anything error? Because, well, that's pretty much all the time I have for today when it comes to live streams, at least, and also got to do stuff. Don't know why. Like, what happened outside? Weird. Okay. Well, if there's no more questions or comments on that, I'll just start wrapping it up here. So, thank you all for joining the live stream and comments. And also got to learn some new things today as well in general. And I'm really glad to see that this stream actually marks the occasion that I've reached my goal of the year of reaching 100 subscribers. So I really am grateful for that. And if you like to continue supporting this channel and stuff, you can either hit the like or dislike button. It's the internet, you know. I expect that to happen. And if you like to further support the channel, you can either hit the button that says subscribe if you want. And I also run a Ko-Fi page if you want to support the channel that way as well. It's just like Patreon, but different. And I have fun doing the Japanese planes today as well. So I'm glad to answer questions and get some feedback as well. I'll be now signing off. Take care.